Nick Cannon Mornings on Power 106. We going up. It's time for up close and personal conversations. Yes, close conversations that people that I admire, fixtures in the game, people that are doing big things, and this brother is doing all of the above. Not only just multi-platinum status, but really just outspoken and doing it for the real ones. Russ. Yes. My guy, man, it's a pleasure to sit down with you. Pleasure to meet you, man. It's
good to be here.
Yeah, man. Honestly, man, I've been a fan from afar, watching you move.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's interesting. Even I almost didn't put the two things together. Like heard the hit songs.
Yeah.
And because we're in this day and age where I feel like ultimately we hear the music before we meet the artist.
Yeah.
And then we got a chance to actually meet you.
Yeah.
And then like you were a real artist. Like you were somebody that was outspoken.
Yeah.
And unapologetic, and was speaking in a way that was like, look, this is how I feel. And the music actually matched the persona. It's interesting. I feel like we come in a day and an age where there are people where their music is great, but then when you see them in interviews, like there's one-word answers. And it is cool, you know what I mean? I think that's the energy of today's vibes, where it's like people rather speak through their music.
Sure.
But you're someone who and it's not even like it's not like you're putting on like it's a personality. You're just who you are. So I'm intrigued, brother. I'm intrigued to know a little bit more about you and really where that vibration comes from, to where somebody is just like, look, I make dope music and I have an opinion. I have something to say, like not just in my music, and I'm really with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna pull my punches, in at any point. So where does that come from, and how the journey began for you?
I think it comes from just like intrinsically having something to say.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot to say.
And
certain things and certain topics, like you can only squeeze so much into a 16 or like into a melody. And a lot of times I understand that some people just may not like the music. Like you don't like the sound, you don't like the whatever, you don't like the beats, the melody's cool, but interviews or like platforms for me to speak, or like the book that I'm doing, it's an opportunity to. Fine, you don't have to like the music, but I'm gonna still get this message off.
Yeah. And that's more. Is that really important to you? I mean, like you been talking about books and stuff like that. Like, is like your words, your voice, something that's like?
Well, because all that stuff helped me. Like certain books helped me, and watching Kanye interviews early on helped me.
Right.
Like, so I'm just trying to give back to what kind of helped me out.
Is Kanye a big inspiration for you?
Yeah, for sure.
Is
the fearlessness?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like whatever the surface value is, right? Which is like things he says, whatever.
Yeah, he's a polarizing figure like yourself right now.
I just respect, like, and the bigger I get, I respect him more, just because I know how easy it could be to be quiet.
Yeah.
Because you're like, yo, never mind. I'm kind of,
I'm good.
I'm cool on all this. Y'all are going nuts on me, whatever. So, like, the fact that he's still so fearless is crazy to me.
Yeah. Just the new project. You feeling this new project? Or?
I liked some songs. Yeah, I like.
You like
the
fearlessness of just stepping out and just
that's
saying,
the thing. Like
forget
I respect what he's doing. Like
the
fact he's at this level and he's like, I'm gonna make this album.
Right.
Deal with it.
Right.
Like, to me, that's hard.
Yeah. You can't knock a true artist. And speaking of, I mean, you dropping joints after joints.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's crazy even to see, Rihanna.
Yeah.
Was that marketing, or was that planned, or
what's so funny too is, like, obviously people who whenever something positive happens, skeptics and non-believers are always going to try and attribute something fake to it.
Yeah, I was going to say it's brilliant marketing.
So
like, it ain't got to be fake. That's like if you got that in your bag, yo, Rihanna, hit this up for me. Just play it in the background.
It's like, realistically, people are like, yo, you paid her. It's like, bruh. Do you think, number one,
she got enough money?
Yeah. Number two, like... Yeah. She's just gonna do it if she fucks with it. It was random to me. I was getting.
Do you know her, or have you met her?
Yeah,
never. That's super dope.
I've never even DM'd. Like, we've never even spoke.
You ain't never slid in Rihanna's DM? No.
I have.
I was about to say, everybody slid in Rihanna's DMs at some point.
On a music level, yeah. But like, she hasn't even opened a DM, so it's like I have no idea how that was as random to me as it was for everyone else.
Facts. That's so dope, man.
Yeah.
So tell me about Best on Earth. I mean, in general, how did that all come about?
So Boy Wonder produced that.
Right.
And that was just me in LA for like 11 days.
Okay.
Just even when I was only supposed to be out here for like 3 days, and I kept extending and just going to studios and linking with people. And I've been fucking with Bia for a while. Just like, I've respected her talent from afar for a while. So I was like, yo, I got this beat that I made. It wasn't even the Boy Wonder shit. I had this other beat. I was like, yo, pull up on me. Like, let's do this. She pulled up. We didn't do that beat. We ended up pulling up the Best on Earth beat.
Okay.
And we did it all that night. And then that was that.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
And it's
going nuts.
Fire starter from
But that
there.
was just like, what's crazy is that's a product of me doing that weekly song thing.
Okay.
That was just week 6. You know?
Right.
And it just went nuts.
And how'd you come up with that? Like just dropping a song a week?
Yeah, so that was like, this goes back to 2015. So, because I put out 11 projects between 2011 and 2014, and none of them worked. So I was like, all right, I got to switch something up.
See, like that's the journey I like to hear about, man. Like somewhere, like, because you look up, especially nowadays, it's hard to differentiate between the people who are really grinding and then who is a real overnight success.
No, for sure.
And they always say sometimes it takes 20 years to become an overnight success. Right. So like you've been on that grind in a real way, and like you said, you practiced many ways that didn't work until one did work.
Yeah, and so I noticed after 11 projects, I was noticing, looking around, I was like, everyone's first song on their project has the most plays, and then it trickles down. So I was like, all right, I got enough music to go toe-to-toe with anyone. It's just that I'm not putting it out the right way. Right. So I was like, I'm going to just put out one-song albums, technically. Right. Because everyone can listen to the first song. I'm going to put out one-song albums every week until I blow up. So that's what I did starting in 2015.
Smart.
And it blew up. Yeah. So I knew going back to that method was going to work again.
Now, was that you by yourself? Was that a team? It was like
that was me and just Boogus. My boy in the basement.
Really?
Yeah.
And then, like, so when did you know that, like, okay, this is working? Like, when did it hit?
I always tell Boogies too, and just people in general, that you'll notice little spikes. Right. You'll notice that this song came out and got 10,000 plays. Right. That's like that's enough to get drunk. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, it's 10,000 plays.
There's nothing like them first.
Yeah, and then like the next one, like a couple weeks later, you might catch one that gets 20,000. Yeah. But it was never one of these things where like you put out a song and Rihanna posted the next day. It was never that, you know? So it was just gradual spikes, and certain songs caught on, but I was fortunate to kind of put out a lot of my big songs pretty close together, like Losing Controls and What They Want and Pull the Triggers and Do It Myself. You got to look. I put out songs now that have probably sold over 8 million records. I put all of those out within 3 months of each other. Crazy. So it's like, that's why it blew up, because other songs didn't blow up because they weren't good enough. It's all it comes down to.
Man, that's genius, man. Like, I know there's probably record labels kicking themselves in their face. Like, damn, I wish I would have thought of that.
Well, yeah, because if I did the traditional approach, you know how long it would have taken me to put out 96 songs or whatever's on my SoundCloud? Would have taken 8 years.
That's fucking brilliant.
And so even at this point, I was like, yo, fuck all this weird fucking traditional shit. Right. I'm going back to I know what works. So I started putting out a song a week again. I did Rent Free and then Crown and then some other songs. And Best on Earth was literally just this week's song. That's I knew one of them was going to go because I've already been here before. I know how this goes. So I knew one of them was going to catch. It was just a matter of putting it out.
And that's your wave. Like, can't nobody knock that.
That whole, like, oh, you're going to oversaturate. That's such a dead mindset.
People love material content.
If it's your favorite artist, the more music from them, the better.
Yeah. That's real. And man, so I want to talk a little bit about some misconceptions. Like, what are things that, like, man, I wish people really knew I was really on this when they think I'm about this. What are some misconceptions about Russ?
There's several, but I think one of them is like people don't understand that I'm really trying to help. You know.
You think you get it?
Well, they think that I just use all of my time to talk about how great I am.
Right.
And like how much I've done this and done that. And it's like, number one, I am going to pat myself on the back because I don't need y'all to pat me on the back for it.
Right. I always say kings don't need no pats on the back.
Yeah. Number two, though, like I'm trying to give y'all the game. Right. I could sit up here and not do interviews and not tell y'all how to blow up. I'm literally showing y'all how to blow up. So if that annoys you, then so be it. But like, if you use my method to blow up, though, I don't want to hear shit about it.
I mean, you selling out the Staples Centers and stuff like that, man. Right. Now, did you ever think it would get to that level?
100%. It's gonna go way bigger than this.
Really?
Yeah.
I love it.
But I was never one of. I never understood the artists who were like, yeah, I don't know how I got here. I didn't see any of this coming. It's like. That's just I feel like that's media training bullshit. Like, you're telling me Steph Curry's in the gym, practicing, and then when he scores 50 in a game, he was shocked that he scored 50. What were you in the gym practicing for? You feel me? Like, what do y'all think I was doing in the basement?
Preparing for your greatness.
I was trying to get to this point. So, absolutely, I saw this coming.
Now, and it's definitely, you're not what the industry would consider a cookie-cutter artist. You know what I mean? You're not somebody who's like, oh, yeah, I see this and he's going to be a star. So you've defined stardom in your own way and created your own path and journey. is that almost the crux of like, because it is ironic, that's why it's working? Or is it just like, nah, it's the confidence, or it's just solely the music? Like,
I think a lot of it is the music. I think at the end of the day, like I always say, when you find out about an artist and they only have 2 songs out, you can't become a hardcore fan.
Right.
Like you hear a song that blows up, goes viral, you go to type in their name.
Yeah.
There's no other songs out. I can't become a fan.
Right.
With me, it was never that. Like there's people every day from here on till I'm dead that are gonna find out about me.
Right.
But when you find out about me, you're gonna go find 300 songs.
Right.
You're instantly a hardcore fan.
Right.
Because you're gonna go find at least 10 songs you like.
Yeah. Now, and you're a full-fledged artist.
Yeah.
In that sense, to where it's like, can somebody send Russ, like, oh, this is a hit record, or you just solely like, no, I gotta create it, gotta be a real feeling?
Yeah, no, I've never had anyone send me
nothing.
No.
So every lyric is
no, and that's why I think it's funny too. A lot of people are like, all your songs sound the same. I'm like, I know they all sound like,
like
me. The problem is all of y'all sound like all of y'all.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like I'm supposed to sound like me,
right,
every time.
And
when I start sounding like him
and
like that, that's when y'all should start being like, wait a second, something's going on here.
Yeah.
You know?
Where's the musicality come from? Where did music come from in your life?
So my grandfather on my dad's side,
right,
he was playing music since he was 18. He passed away.
Right.
But he taught me guitar.
Yeah.
My mom's grandmother used to play, like piano for the, certain weddings and funerals in that light.
And then when did you fall in love with the culture? Like when did
I feel like the bug bit me when I was like 6 or 7.
Okay.
Like it was G Unit and Eminem and like that was that.
So you went from G Unit, Eminem, and then being inspired by Kanye, and then that's
Kanye wasn't until like high school.
Right.
It's funny though, like I always look at, you have to like look at your generation and who you're just privileged to grow up with.
Right.
Like I was too young to catch Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Until I was like.
Then you had
19.
to go back and catch it. Yeah.
Like,
but you weren't a student of Jay-Z. You had to research Jay-Z.
Like I couldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I was 8 or 9 when he was really.
Right.
So it's like, but I grew up with, I was 17 when J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick came out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I got to grow up with them though.
Yeah, okay.
And Kanye, and I was in high school when Lil Wayne did his whole nutty run. You know?
So it's an interesting conundrum of who you are. When I sit here, like I see a cat with like diamonds, but like a Hawaiian shirt on.
Yes.
So you got to tell me, like, how did you clearly have the intelligence of someone that knows that, like, yo, I'm not gonna spend all my money on jewelry.
Sure.
But you feel like, yo, I'm part of the game. I want to flash a little bit.
Well, yeah. So like, this is the first watch and only watch I have.
Right.
So there's other.
Now, do you consider like, yo, this is my hip hop watch and my jewelry? I gotta put that on.
I always wanted just diamonds.
Yeah, because I'm that, like, I got. Yeah. I know I've been in it for a minute, so I have a lot of jewelry.
Yeah.
But I wear it only when it's like time to do like wilding out, or if I'm in a video or something like that. And I really like, yo, it's time to put on the rapper shit.
Well, see,
like,
I knew the lighting in this room was gonna be real.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the lighting.
Yeah. So you was gonna come here dancing. You know what I mean?
Nah, but it's like I always liked this stuff. See, I never like frowned upon people who liked jewelry or
why not?
Whatever. It was a matter of prioritizing though where you're spending your money.
Right. So now you give lots of advice out to peers as well as people
unsolicited. Yes.
Yeah. What do you believe by doing that you're actually accomplishing?
I feel like the next generation of artists is going to be like the next biggest artist after me. One of them is going to say, I appreciate what you did.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. And that's enough for me.
Yeah. But what about for the cats in the game? And I feel like a lot of people, they might be upset because you getting it so heavy and because you surpass people that have been.
If I was losing, no one would care what I'm talking about.
Right,
that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
Yeah.
Is that if I was losing and just doing like 400 caps and wasn't even like big and just on cruise control, no one would care what I'm talking about.
Right.
It's that like I'm winning the way I'm winning and really letting y'all know that I am winning, and then also trying to tell y'all how to win.
Right.
It's like I understand that if you're not winning at that level, it's kind of like fuck you, bro.
Right. And you said it's only gonna get bigger. What's next?
Yeah. Next is more arenas and then stadiums and then fucking, like I know the trajectory because I remember doing LA Echoplex 300 people.
Yeah.
And I watched it go from that to the El Rey to Novo to the Shrine to.
You know what fucked me up one time, man? I was just randomly scrolling through the gram and I saw like, I don't even know how the fuck it happened. You was in like Jordan or someplace. And I thought he just dropped this song.
Yeah.
How is the whole fucking arena singing the song he just dropped?
Right.
Like, what, like, at what point, and even that, I'm intrigued. Like, at what point, like, how do you drop something and then, like, days later.
I have hardcore fans, though.
Like, a whole place, like, countries that we ain't never even know our culture is affected are, like, singing along with you. Like, one, that has to shock and surprise you.
Yeah.
And then two is like, yo, what is the sauce to that?
I think it's cultivating the fan base and it's staying in tune with it. So I was always on Twitter and Instagram. Still to this day, I'm controlling it. I'm talking to the fans.
Right.
I'm looking at my analytics. So I'm not playing a guessing game. Like the only reason why all my shows are super loud is because I'm only doing shows where I'm
popping.
That's it. Like, I'm not gonna just go randomly roll the dice. I don't have to. I can look at my analytics. Like, oh, where should we go on tour? It's like the top 50 cities.
Right.
Start there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like not rocket science. So,
And they what do you believe is your biggest platform?
It's Spotify.
Spotify?
Yeah, like the streaming platforms. That's like, I always talk about it too. I'm glad that, you know, I'm not one of these people who has IG skits that have more views than their songs. You know,
that's real. I noticed that.
A lot of these people are glorified Instagram entertainers.
Yeah.
Your music is not popping.
Right.
Your little, like, your personality is popping.
Right.
There's a reason why, like, put it like this. If all y'all's numbers are real, right? If all y'all's followers are real, then anyone over 2.8 million followers, whatever I have on Instagram, should be doing the exact same venues I'm doing.
Right.
Now, otherwise, I'm going to start looking around like, I don't know.
Right.
Looks a little weird.
Yeah. Now, and that's why I feel like a lot of those entertainers that you speak of maybe like feel like they in their feelings because
of course, because they know everything I'm saying is the truth.
And you don't seem like one to beat around the bush, and clearly, you know what I mean. Whether it's I'd be remiss to talk about the Guapdad stuff.
Yeah.
And to me, like, that came out, I wasn't aware of that. Like, that came out of nowhere until I saw the video.
Well, I see everything and hear everything.
Yeah.
I'm on the internet.
So what ended up happening? Like, what was that?
It was just a matter of someone that I've never had an interaction with in my entire life.
Right.
Chose to mention my name in a questionably negative, stupid light in your song for no reason. Because like I said, we don't have any interaction.
Right.
So at that point, whatever happens after that is on you. And a lot of people like to skip to chapter 2 and chapter 3 and say, well, why did you do this? Stop.
Right.
Go to chapter 1. Why did this person, who I've never had an interaction with, mention my name?
And he just said something reckless in like one of his
just
songs.
basically was on some like, we don't give a fuck what you're doing though.
Right.
It's like, okay, cool.
And that's so
you didn't have to do that.
So that was purely, it started off in a negative space, and you being a real one,
I'm gonna come
faced it like and then what happened then? Like, you guys, like, it was a festival in Texas or
Malaluna Festival. I was headlining.
Yeah. Shut the bars. I hear you.
Yeah.
And did you go to his trailer? He went.
I went to him. I saw him walk outside.
Right.
So I went up to him, and he was sitting down. I told him like, "Yo,
let's chop it up."
Quick. And he started moving weird and turning his head. Like, I'm thinking that you're about to swing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm about to wait for you to swing.
So you got off before he could get off.
I'm about to wait for you to swing. I'm not waiting for some 3, 2, 1. Like, you should know what time it is. If the way I'm walking up, you should know what's going on. And I'm in your face looking at you in the eye. So you should know what's up.
And then from that point, there was an altercation.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen the video. Yeah. And then at this point, where does it sit between you two?
I care as little about him as I did 3 weeks ago.
Right.
I don't care. Like,
so you just addressed
the whole thing is like when people are like, oh, well, you could have ignored him. You know who else could have ignored me? Is him.
Yeah.
You feel me? Don't come to me and be like, why didn't you just ignore it? Like, yo, I'll ignore y'all if you ignore me. I don't really give a fuck about any of y'all. Like, I'm not trying to be friends with any of y'all.
Right.
I don't live out here. I stay in my house in Atlanta. Like, leave me alone and I'll leave y'all alone.
Right.
You don't see me just pulling up on random people.
But that's real. Hey,
keep my name out of your mouth. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna come talk to you.
I gotta salute that because that's some real shit. Like, somebody said something about you and you addressed it.
That's it.
Like a man. And I think nowadays people, there's so much fabrication, and like you said, there's people doing skits and talking. But when it's like, yo, I'm gonna address this like a man and to see if you really with it.
Yeah.
And now you like, look, we moved on. So
that's it.
I don't almost, from a man looking at the situation, like, yo, he handled it like a man should.
Like,
but some people say, yo, that's entertainment. He took it too far on the other side.
Yeah, well, that's the people who skip to chapter 2.
Right.
Who never want to look at chapter 1 and say, well, why did this? Because he's in his 20s.
Yeah,
why did this grown ass man mention someone that he's never had an interaction with in their life, his life, in a song?
Yeah.
The only reason why you're doing that is you were looking for an issue.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing something?
You brought it to his front door.
You were looking for. You found what you were looking for. So
right.
Hope it was worth it.
Yeah. Nah. Hey, man. I salute it. I've been in that situation before in times, and I always say like, yo, you can say whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
But just know everything comes with consequences and repercussions. Yeah. And long as you can deal with that,
then it's cool.
Keep talking.
See, like I'm cool. I don't have any like animosity towards him, whatever. Like,
right.
But whatever energy you're with, I'll get with too.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what it is. So I'm off. I don't give a fuck. Just keep this goes for everyone. Don't mention my name in some stupid shit.
That everyone, Russ.
Period.
I mean, if 50 Cent make a Russ joke, it's the same energy.
It's a matter of if I could tell you're doing it on some stupid fucking
just
negative,
trying to troll.
Yeah, it's like, bro, shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like,
you gotta
mind your business on my mind. That's simple.
Hey, I gotta respect that just based off of and again having the artistry to back it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you seem like a cat like, yo, I ain't messing with nobody. I'm here to make my music. Like you said,
I don't come out here and put people's names in my songs. I don't talk about people. I don't say people's names in a negative light. And the ones that I have, I'm prepared for whatever. Like,
man, I always say that. I match all energy.
Yeah, just
whatever you with, I'm with.
Period.
Simple as that. Like I'll be the nicest dude in the world if you nice to me. But if you with the smoke, I'm with the smoke
Let's
too.
run it.
Yeah, I love it, man. And again, I'm such a fan of your authenticity.
Thank you.
That's why I'm so intrigued by who you are as a person. Where do you feel like you get most of your game? Like where does this
interviews
really?
As far as like the music industry stuff and just everything, we were like.
I feel like you studied your craft, but I mean it has to be more than that. Like is it like a bigger brother, a family member, or like where you come
this
from?
This is gonna sound crazy, but it's like arrogant. But I also think some people are just instinctively like just smart.
Yeah. Right.
I was never a dumb kid.
Yeah.
I was not the dumb kid in school. I was not ever the dumb kid.
Right.
So I don't know. And then you couple that with, then I studied the craft, and I did watch every Breakfast Club interview growing up, and I watched all these interviews and try to soak up what not to do.
But it's so crazy because, like, even when you say, like, and you tell me your age, you seem wise beyond your years.
Thank you.
I didn't know you were as young as you are. It sounds like, dang. So
I feel like I'm getting older, though. But I know 27 is still young.
Yeah. Now you at that age. You at 27. That's that magic year. That's that year. That's that Kurt Cobain. That's that Michael Jackson made Thriller at 27.
I'm nervous.
What's Russ's 27 look like?
I'm just trying to see 28.
Well, we know you ain't gonna be part of that 27 club.
No.
But they say most artists they're in their prime. They make their best art between 25 and 27.
Interesting. Well, I feel like right now, I feel like between my first two albums, the growth as far as skill level wasn't that much. It was still just great music. Like I caught a couple hits on the second album, cool. But I feel like the growth skill-wise between the second album and what I'm doing now is insane. So production-wise,
I mean, you're a dope producer as well. Like, is there, like, what's the next wave? Like, what that you talk about your sound, like, what is Russ's sound and how is that evolving?
I can never tell people what it is.
Right.
You know? People are always like, oh, all your shit sounds the same. And I like that.
Yeah, that's
because I'm not even trying to do anything like
all the Phil Collins shit sound the same. All of the Beatles shit sound the same.
That's what I'm saying. That's what makes it the Beatles.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. I like that without trying. I guess I'm just making a sound. But I have no idea. I just make what I like. And that's that. Man, keep it rocking out. We talking to one of the best to do it right now. Yes.
My man Russ selling out the Staples Center.
Yeah.
Clearly that best on earth right now is rocking. Made the Forbes 30 under 30 list.
And the Cash King.
Yeah. So I mean, what's that bag like right now, man? Was that different?
The bag is real good when you own. The bag.
Right. So it's about owning your masters and all. You still.
Well, it's about owning everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you want to partner up, like I've partnered up with Columbia, but I still got my whole independent thing going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's about owning your music. This whole like misconception of, oh, there's no money in music. It's like, yeah, there is. You just have to own it.
Man.
You think there's no money in music? You think that how do you think these labels are eating? Because they own the music and they're selling it.
Right.
So if you own your music and you sell it, I always tell people, like, you know how much money you would make if God's Plan was on TuneCore?
Wow.
Like, I can do the math.
Yeah.
That's like 10 mil, some shit like that off of one song.
Right.
Probably more than that. Probably like 20, because I'm only looking at Spotify numbers.
Right.
So it's like, you got to understand, there's a ton of money in selling music. You just got to own it.
And you just got to soak up that game, man.
So other people like, oh, yeah, you produce mixed master and trying to like use it as some insult. I'm like, y'all are idiots.
Yeah.
You're trying to like make fun of me for owning everything I do. That's your insult?
The smart people are not making fun of you, my brother.
No, I know. That's why it's comedy to me. Because I'm like,
I would say keep getting it. My man Russ, make sure y'all cop everything that he's doing. He don't, not that he needs your help because it's 4.5 billion streams strong already.
Wow, crazy number.
But definitely, man, I can't let you go. I got the bulletproof vest on, so I got to hit you from the hip. You know what I mean? Them firing squad questions. We putting Russ in the firing squad.
Are we gonna play Connect Four? Is the real question.
I mean, hey, if you want to, we got it.
I brought money. I brought money.
You know what? I wasn't even gonna get to it like that.
What? That's literally like a big reason why I came here was to play Connect Four.
All right, see, I gotta make sure I got a grand on the table.
Oh look, he doesn't have his cheat codes written on his hand this time.
Nah. Cheat codes. I wasn't even gonna get to that. This
is
we playing with somebody who really wanted it. Then we still got to get to the firing squad after this. But
fine.
he wanted to get right to this ass whooping. So we gonna do it. What color you going with?
Red.
Okay. He gonna woo on me all off top. All right. We gonna do this. We gonna set it up. Yeah. Where's the camera so we can get it right? We didn't even know we was gonna play.
I knew I was gonna play.
Oh, see, we going in. You wanna go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Go ahead. You got it. Oh, see. He made the horrible mistake of going in the middle first.
No.
That's what they think they're supposed to do.
No.
Oh, he one of them long thinkers. Steady long, steady wrong. You know that's what they say, right?
Yeah, I'm aware.
Here we go. My man Russ, he talk a big game. We going all the way up. One of the smart ones in the bunch. I could already see he trying to set me up.
Yep.
He went first, y'all.
I did.
I see what he's doing too. Smart player. I couldn't get you that easy. It wasn't gonna happen that way.
Nope. No chance. No chance.
Okay. Yeah. Why you so quiet in here? Y'all got ya?
It's just very intense.
Woo, that was a good. I might not have saw that one. I was too busy on my strategy. I like how you move.
Come on.
I see. He is smart. It's
okay.
He take my pace away from me.
Oh no, we're gonna play in my speed.
Yeah, we play. I see what you doing, player. I ain't mad at you.
I don't think any game has lasted this long. With
Yeah,
right?
see? Yeah, you definitely. I just lost to Casanova in chess. He fucking cheated. But other than that,
Oh, y'all played chess?
I had to speed it up, though, because chess takes fucking 30 minutes.
I was going to say, y'all played chess.
I had somewhere to go. I was like, fuck it. Take the queen. I'm out. Hey, it's one of them ones.
I'm getting this W. That's all I know. I need that.
He talking that talk. He's selling out the Staples Center and shit. He feeling good about himself over here.
I need that. Oh, I see what you're trying to do.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're trying to do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not going for it.
You're not going to go for that?
Nope.
Oh, come on, man.
No chance. No chance. No chance.
What you doing over there?
Don't worry about me.
You sure?
Don't worry about me.
Got him. Got him. Connect Four.
Good game.
Yo, we give the money to charity.
Okay,
you paying for the food for the homeless.
I like that. You know what? I'm proud to lose.
There it is.
Because it's really not losing,
Yeah,
it's giving.
yeah, for you. That's what we doing. St. Nick, we feeding the homeless at the LA Mission.
Beautiful.
There it is. I beat him though. It was y'all see it. It took a minute. He's rich. He's very rich. Can afford this. 1,000 to the homeless straight from Russ. Y'all see it.
Very happy.
It's a beautiful
Very
thing.
happy to do it. Fuck.
Wait, hold up. Because we didn't get through the firing squad. Can we get through the firing squad real quick? We do it real fast. Because I really want to ask you this stuff. You're one of those people I actually really admire your intelligence and want to know these things. In psychology, they said there's really only two emotions, love or fear.
Yeah.
Genius man right here. Mm-hmm. Which one would you be? What do you want to be known as?
Love.
Love.
But I think that's clear that I operate out of love.
Right.
Because if I was scared, I wouldn't be saying half the shit I'd be saying.
Very, very factual. Now, speaking of fears, what's Russ's greatest fear?
My greatest fear is like people around me not living to be a part of this, because I know that success is nothing if you don't have anyone to share it with. So yeah.
Wow, real talk. Lightening it up a little bit. Your favorite movie? What's Russ's favorite movie?
I don't know why. The first one that always comes to my mind, I don't even know if it's my favorite, but Man on Fire, Denzel. Always just
and that's a true story too.
It's hard.
That shit is hard as fuck. Like, I'll fuck with that real heavy. Best piece of advice Russ has ever received. You always giving advice. What's the best piece of advice you ever heard?
What if it can turn out better than you can imagine? My mom always tells me that.
That's deep.
It sticks in my head.
That's deep.
Whenever you go into a situation and you're like worried about it, if you literally say that out loud, it always goes better.
Wow.
Always.
Worst piece of advice you've ever received?
Take my advice.
All right. Worst job Russ has ever had?
Busboy.
Where?
Me and Bugas worked at Outback Steakhouse.
Word?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's the movie right there. That's the hustle and flow right there.
Bussing tables is the worst for sure for me.
But that gave y'all the drive to do to get
it was just like
because
because people try the shit out of you when you're bussing tables.
Yeah.
Like, and you be in the kitchen seeing how people like fucking with the food and shit. I'm like, yo,
how
am I supposed to ever go out to eat?
After you know what you know.
Yeah, they back there eating the fries, eating the blooming onion and shit. Yeah.
Shouts out to Outback.
Sorry. Their stock's just about to plummet.
Let me see. Now we go to this. Favorite cuss word?
Fuck.
I was about to
just multifaceted.
Just use it however you want to.
Multifunctional.
Now, one album that you could listen to for the rest of your life.
Twist of Fantasy.
He just already knew that.
Yeah.
Really?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right, just stranded on an island. You only can take 3 things. What you taking?
3 things.
Yeah.
Jesus. This is a trick question.
It's up to you, though. It's your island. It could be
stranded on an island.
And you only can take 3 things. What you taking?
A cell phone with service, a whole shit ton of money, and a lot of fucking
water.
The
money?
Once I fucking call someone to pick me up, I'm going to pay him. Once I call someone to get me the fuck out of there, I'm giving them some money.
Understood. All right, now, this is an interesting question. Russ's top 5 artists. I ain't going to say MCs, not just artists.
Artists.
That inspire you.
Sheesh. Yeah, like my favorite.
Yeah. We're not going to say in the world, just your favorite.
Drake, Kanye, Eminem. Top 5 artists, though? I'm going to just go rappers.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody, the first 2 you named are artists. I wouldn't even, because, you know. Yeah. Like,
Drake, Kanye, and
M is just an MC.
Nipsey.
Nipsey. Okay. You ain't throw no producer. Well, you took Kanye. You got Kanye in there.
Nah, but I look at more just like the
well-rounded, just how they affected you just rap-wise.
It's like between Cole, Wayne, and Jay-Z. I don't know. I was too young for Jay-Z for it to really stick. Like, I love what he's done in the whole thing.
So none of his music really hit you the way those other cats
hit you.
But
it's like it's hard to be 19 to go back and try and like catch the moment.
Catch Reasonable
Doubt. When
you're
living inside of the moment, like when you were around
music
for
hit
when
different.
Lil Wayne was doing his thing, like yeah, it's different.
Yeah, nah, that's real.
I don't know. Yeah, I might just fucking throw John Mayer in there.
Yeah, like why not? Why not? Just to say you did it.
Yeah, because Continuum to me is one of the best albums ever.
Facts. Yeah. Most prized possession.
My time.
It's a real one.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure.
Probably watching My 600-Pound Life. I like watching train wrecks.
That's your shit? That's funny.
Welcome to America.
There it is. Childhood celebrity crush.
Childhood celebrity crush. Who's that fucking chick from Hitch? Eva Mendes? Maybe her.
Yeah, that's a good one.
She
right
was like
there.
queen, like just bad.
Yeah, is she still with Ryan Gosling? Is it up?
Is she unavailable?
I was trying to think. I was about to say that might go work out. All right, and lastly, you definitely clearly are a legacy artist. We talk about your legacy. In one word, describe Russ. What would they know you as when it's all said and done?
Well, you know what I would want them to know me as?
What's that?
Is a helper. Yeah. I think that's all I'm really trying to do. That's the main thing.
A helper.
Yeah.
Of service.
Yeah. That's all I'm really trying to do is leave the world better off than how I found it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the helper. Russ.
Switch the narrative.
Yeah. He's here. He's making it happen. It's been an amazing conversation, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Nick Cannon Mornings, Power 106.